Here's three signs you may not be lifting heavy enough to improve your running performance. Yesterday, I talked about the ideal strength parameters that you should be following to actually improve your running performance. And the first is if you're consistently able to hit 15 or more repetitions for an exercise, you're really not falling into the ranges that's most optimal for strength training, which is 3 to 8 reps. You can still get strength benefits at 15 reps, but I'm just saying if every single set is closer to that 15 rep range, you're kind of creeping into that endurance territory, which you're not really after when you're lifting for the sake of improving running performance. And then if you need less than 2 minutes of rest consistently between sets, that can be a sign that you're maybe not going as heavy as you need to. Some exercises are just more fatiguing than others, like a barbell back squat that's loaded properly. Um, 3 minutes or so, 4 minutes can be optimal for some people, but doing a set of like double leg calf raises, you might not always need the 3 minute range, but just consistently across the board, if you feel like you're recovering in 60 seconds, 90 seconds, and you can just feel ready to go, I would up the weight so that you're fatiguing to the point that you actually need close to 2 minutes or so in between sets. Because remember, when you rest in between sets, it allows you to optimally improve your strength and power. When you're resting less, you're focusing more on like muscular endurance, which can be good for some people. But when you're an endurance runner, you're going to get the endurance benefits from running. The strength training that you're doing is not to improve your endurance, it's to improve your power and your strength. And then the third thing is if you look back at your training journal and you always hit the exact repetitions that you plan, even if you're doing like less reps, like you might be doing an optimal range, like I'll typically use like 4 sets of like 5 or 6 repetitions, and that's an optimal range. But if you look back at your training log and you always hit exactly what you plan consistently every single time, that can be that you're doing it perfectly and you just are really good at programming your strength workouts, and you're always kind of in that 90-ish% of your 1 rep max range. But a lot of times, if you just see that you're always hitting 6 reps for a 4 sets of 6 workout consistently, you might have a little bit more in the tank. What I really like to see my clients doing is if I plan a workout where they're doing 4 sets of 6 repetitions, every now and then I would like for them to maybe hit 4 reps or 5 reps, because that means that they're actually getting to the point that the 6 repetitions is getting obviously at failure at that point. When you don't always have to obviously miss the reps that you're trying to get, that isn't necessarily the goal, but you want to be what we consider to be 1 to 2 reps in reserve. RIR is how it's abbreviated. I can even say you can go to 2 to 3 reps in reserve.